Hello, everybody. We have got Rocket and Raygun Awards to give away, and to help me do that, I've got Steve Tilley, Ben Silverman, and Jose Sanchez with me. And this one is going to be the Best Kids / Family category, and we've got 5 very cool games in there. Lego Dimensions Waves 6 and 7. I think I've got those numbers right. We'll talk about the specific, I guess, intellectual properties that are a part of that series. Skylanders Imaginators, Lego Force Awakens, Lego Marvel's Avengers. Yes, that's right. It's 3 Lego games going up against each other, and Paper Mario Color Splash. Jose, what's your thoughts here, man? Which of these games impressed you the most this year?
I'm a huge fan of the Lego phenomenon. Have been since I was a youth.
Yes.
And I had, it was great seeing all the Avengers characters come together in their own Lego Avengers official. I mean, they've had Lego Marvel, but
playing the games, yeah, or playing the movies, yeah.
And even with Lego Force Awakens, I mean, that was cool because the movie obviously was like people went and saw it, a few people. But this was I missed out in the first year of Lego Dimensions, so this was my first jump into it and getting to play with all these sets. I had a great time, man. It's so much fun just collecting all these stupid little things, and now they're just all over my room, and I keep stepping on them when I'm trying to work out in here, and it's a pain in the ass. And we get
and you don't even have a kid.
You don't know what the hell has happened. But no, I mean, the stretching that they're doing for bringing characters into this world, like Mission Impossible and A-Team and Gremlins. You're like, kids even know what these characters are?
Yes.
They do now because of Lego Dimensions. So it's only going to be cooler to see what sort of genres and phenomenon that they can bring into this series. I mean, come on, Lego Sloth. You had me at Sloth.
Yeah.
They showed that at E3 last year. I was like, I'm in. Goonies. Let's do it. Make it happen. So,
yeah, and
Lego Dimensions.
It is. They have so many properties in Lego Dimensions now. It's interesting to see what's working and what isn't working as you get the play sets in and try these different characters out. It's so big. It's ridiculous. Lego Dimensions is your pick, Foobs?
Oh, that's going to get my nod.
Okay. What about you, Steve Tilley?
I think of the competitors left in the toys to life space, Lego is doing it right, and I think they're very smart to be releasing sets built on things like Gremlins and ET, because it's not the kids for the most part who are buying these things, right? It's the parents, and when they see that there's these touchstones of their own youth out there as these play sets, it's awfully compelling. I really like the way that Lego has done the gameplay of the Dimension series. But I sort of checked out of the non-Toys to Life Lego games until Star Wars Force Awakens. I thought they did such a great job translating the movie. There's that fine line you walk between being faithful to the story and the characters and making everything really funny, and they somehow do it so well. They do it so well in this game. It feels like a Star Wars experience. Yeah, it's just like full of the kind of humor that they do so well. And I can't quite figure out how they make those two things work. But it works so well in this game that out of this bunch, I think that was my favorite this year.
That was a revelatory game, wasn't it? It was a really, really fun experience. Ben, what's your choice?
Well, I believe this category is Best Family. I'm going to go with My Family because if I don't choose My Family as Best Family, they're going to fucking yell at me about it. So,
this kid's going to go to Sam.
My wife.
You're talking about a different show. That's Family Hunger Games. That's something that I'm working out right now. That'll be really.
I got the list of games here. Okay, I'm sorry, I misread it. Look, the truth is, all of these games can go to hell, and I would be fine with it. I am so tired of all of these Lego games again. Like, okay, yeah, The Force Awakens. It's just Jesus God. I've been doing the same thing since 2006. What has it been, a decade now or something?
Yeah.
For the first one, it's earlier, 2004. I don't even know. I am over it. And even though they do a good job and they're good at creating, doing a funny version of these games, it's the same exact formula just every year. Here's a new brand and a new brand, and that bums me out about Lego Dimensions. Yeah, it's cool that you've got Doctor Who and you've got the Goonies or whatever. It's a brand whorehouse at this point. They're throwing every brand they can name. They're just like, what's a brand we haven't fucked with? I have a Knight Rider. Put that shit in there. Like, it's just, I don't like that. obsessive consumerism of it. It's just, I don't love that part about it, especially for kids. I think
Well,
it's great for pick.
there should be a much, but this is so tough because what you love might not be what another parent loves, right? And they're trying to navigate that. But I feel you. I like it was very weird explaining to my 4-year-old who B.A. Baracus was or who Ethan Hunt is.
Get away from me, Victor Lucas!
You know,
I don't think this is the way that you're supposed to introduce them to things that you want to introduce them to. It's it's exorbitantly expensive to get all these play sets, and I don't think the reward's there. And again, I'm not really crazy about any of these games. The game I'm going to choose is Imaginators, and the reason is because even though they also have been spending too much money, charging too much money for you to get all these different toy sets. This one I think did something cool, which was that you could build your own Skylander. You could actually design your own, and that gave it a really deep RPG flavor. I have a 7-year-old nephew who came to my house over one of the Thanksgiving break, and he was playing it and played it in a way he never played as Skylanders. This was like his segue into really Diablo, where you're collecting items and pads and this and that. He was designing his own character, and he would just do that for 45 minutes before taking him into the world. And it was really the bridge between, we've always talked about Skylanders being kind of Diablo light or Diablo for kids. This is really the game that actually makes it feel like you're segueing into a grown-up game. And I don't like how much they're charging for all their figurines. I don't like that they tied one created character to one crystal. It's $10 for another one. You can't erase it. There's a lot of problems in the kind of back-end production design of this thing. But I think that Toys for Bob, they're creating brand new monsters, brand new inventions. They're still doing that, while Lego is just saying, let's just take someone else's work and kind of transmogrify it into something that kids could play. I don't love that as much as I like creation. I'm going to go with Skylanders again.
Yeah, I would be with you on that one too. I really love Skylanders, and my 4-year-old Ruby has just been eating up the idea of creating her own characters. That's the thing that she loves to do more than anything in that game, is just to open up a new package and make lots of characters. And I love that. I love that that's a really compelling thing. And then to see her creations come to life and run around in the game and level up is really fun. I think that Dimensions had a kind of a mixed year. I think that the female Ghostbusters were cool. I think that Adventure Time really worked. But Mission Impossible really kind of sat wrong with me. As much as I'm a fan, I just felt like a deal happened to get this movie here, and they just had these weird out of context little sayings and expressions from Tom Cruise clipped out of the movies. It just felt wrong. And I feel like there's a fragility to Dimensions that if they do too many of those, people are just going to say, oh, this is crass, and this is not the charm and the love that I signed up for, because I think they built a lot of that goodwill with the launch last year. And there are some awesome ones. I mean, the Fantastic Beasts pack is really cool. Gremlins for sure is really cool. I think probably most charmed by Adventure Time, but I think I'm going to side with Steve on this one. I think that there's been a lot of Lego Star Wars games. None of them, however, have had Harrison Ford do voice work for the game, and in fact no video game has ever had Harrison Ford in it. That was a big, huge pull for me. But they got the space travel right, and you get to pilot the Millennium Falcon. You get to go to the sort of space chest table and do all kinds of great battles with the beasts that Chewbacca and R2-D2 or C-3PO famously played with. All the level design is terrific. There's lots of backstory. There's even DLC that explains why C-3PO has a red arm in this game. I loved the Lego Star Wars Force Awakens game. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I hope that there's a Rogue One. These movies now are they're so massive and so every one that they're making, and obviously, the Rebels TV show and all these sequels that they're going to be making now, they just are such big entities unto themselves that they don't need to be all collected before they make one for us, So, yeah, I'm all in. And I think eventually we're probably going to see Star Wars and Marvel and Dimensions as well. But until then, these standalone Lego Star Wars games, they got me. And I loved Force Awakens. They did an incredible job with that. So I think this year, Lego Star Wars Force Awakens gets the Rocket and Raygun Award.
Let's just sum up really quickly. So far, in 2016, Victor Lucas has voted for Uncharted, Batman, and fucking Indiana Jones. I mean, play to the crowd.
What, am I predictable? Is that what you're saying? All right, don't go away. We have more of these to give away, many more games to talk about right here.